Not once did you ever hit toilet paper, which is mind-boggling.
Never gets mentioned.
So the Royal wipers, what in the fuck are they using? Because they don't have disinfectant. It sounds like they're just using each hand and hoping that's enough.
They had to have towels, right? The royal shit towels?
No, I think they just had cloth.
Dude, they robbed India of all their stuff. You don't think they were using some...
I'm just picturing a king taking a shit using a fine silk thing and just like you would do your back, but your ass crack instead. Just get in there.
He's like, this is how they make their music.
Yeah, instead of a water pick, they have a silk pick for their ass.
Jesus Christ. Or just wiping his ass with like a Persian rug.
Yeah.
It's just pulling a Step Brothers, like where he's putting his ass in the sink.
Hey, just put it back on the ground. People think it's a unique logo in the middle of that thing.
Yeah, toilet paper is a weird one, man. It's I feel like toilet paper is definitely a pretty modern invention, I'm pretty sure. Because for the longest time, I think a lot of places, that's why there's the whole you shake with your right hand and not your left. Because people were mostly left hand or right hand dominant, so you wiped with your left hand.
See, I feel like if I wiped with my left hand, it's going horribly wrong, and I'm not getting it, even with toilet paper.
Yeah, well, that's what you had to do, and then that's why certain cultures, if you got caught stealing, they cut off your right hand.
Joke's on you, I'm left-handed.
Well, now you have to eat and shit with it. You have to eat and wipe with the hand you.
Yeah, and see, in fast forward to modern days, people are like, I don't fucking wipe anyways, we're good.
Yeah. It's all caked up down there. It's the way my lady likes it. She wants to taste the scrum.
Those rhinos were onto something.
Yeah. Never once hit toilet paper, though.
It's crazy.
Definitely the London sewer systems probably couldn't handle toilet paper the way they were designed back then. Because they had to redo entire plumbing systems.
I heard still to this day down in Mexico in certain communities, they don't flush toilet paper. So they have like this deal and they just wad up toilet paper. And I'm like, oh, it's got to be just as bad as shitting in that basket.
Well, that's, yeah. And that's the same thing in China. They're like in rural China where they don't really have plumbing. That's the same thing. You wipe and you throw it.
You know where that's not a problem at all?
No.
The Palace of North Korea. Yeah. Never shits.
Never shits, dude. And like his butt crack, he doesn't even
have.
Butt crack.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's like a Ken doll.
Yeah, he sags his pants, and you're just like, there's nothing there.
There's not even a crease.
I looked up toilet paper because now I'm curious. Oh, whoa! Didn't see this coming. Although toilet paper has been been known for wrapping in putty material
Detroit,
in
Michigan.
China.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been since China since the 2nd century. Wow. That's crazy. The reference to use toilet paper dates back earlier to 589, when scholars
AD or BC?
I think. Oh, this doesn't say. It just says circa 589 is all it says.
Who the fuck puts circa? I think it was this area.
Well, it's from Yan Zahudi. I can't say that name. It's a Chinese scholar. Paper on which there are quotations communicatory to 5 classes of name of the saga. I do not dare use for the toilet process. Okay? The Chinese do not wash themselves with water when they have done their necessities. Okay. Man, what a polite way to say taking a shit.
So they don't use water.
But they wipe themselves with paper is how he finished.
Oh, okay. So bidets were out.
Chinese did not believe in bidets back in the 500s.
You know, what's crazy is early 500s, so a shit shower never happened, or shit bath.
No, never. During the early 14th century, it's recorded now that...
this is a Hootie had some ideas, according to you.
Yeah. 10 million packages of 1,000 to 10,000 sheets of toilet paper were manufactured annually during the 14th century, during the Ming Dynasty. It is recorded that an annual 720 sheets of toilet paper, approximately 2 by 3 feet, were produced in general use of the imperial court.
Yeah, I was going to say,
capital.
this is only for the emperor. Dude, how little was produced.
It's so crazy to think about how often, like, because you just take that shit for granted, right?
Yeah.
That you have toilet paper.
Dude, I threw
but back
it in
then,
people's
they
trees.
was like, this is for me.
I got it, and I was like, this belongs in my neighbor's tree.
Meanwhile, probably wars were fought over it.
Yeah.
Like, people went to probably the Ming Dynasty's, like, royal steps and protest, like, we want to wipe our ass. We want to wipe our ass.
And that guy came out, and he's like, I
Tough
squeak.
shit.
Yeah. I squeak while I walk now.
Yeah. Yeah, listen to my farts. They sound different than yours.
Yours kind of, yeah, exactly. Yours sound like an earthquake. Mine actually make a audible noise now.
Otherwise, wealthy people wipe themselves with wool, lace, and
Wool.
hemp.
Wool.
Yeah.
Oh, can you imagine having an itchy asshole all day?
Yeah.
Oh.
Laces, but you called it on that one when we were talking about the king. It was using lace.
That's crazy. No, but wool. That's like today if I went, I got to take a shit. Hey, throw me some insulation.
Give me that pillow. You guys got any asbestos? I need to wipe my ass.
Hey, after that whole last ad campaign, the whole left's like, I'll just use the My Pillows.
Yeah. While wealthy people were handed, use their hands when disinfected into the river or clean themselves with various materials, such as rags, wood shavings.
Wait,
dude,
what?
Wiping your ass with wood, just fucking get a pile of wood shavings.
I can't imagine because, hey, how embarrassed would you have to be? Okay, at what level discomfort? Because this would take. I'm not gonna lie. This would take years of discomfort.
Oh, dude, it
for
gets
me.
worse.
No, I know, but this is no. I'm gonna stick on the wood shavings.
Yeah. We'll stay here. I got a list.
Yeah, okay, good. I'm glad you got a list.
Holy fuck, dude,
what?
This is so bad.
What is the list?
God.
What would you have to do? Okay, because I'm talking.
Just go first. Go to the wood.
Okay. How long would it take you? Because I'm saying this would take me over a year. The level of discomfort of the pile of just splinters in between your cheeks before you go ask a buddy, can you help me out?
Yeah. Hey, Jebediah, we grab the tweezers.
Exactly. It's like, this is rough.
This is when people started creating colostomy bags. They got tired of wiping their ass. They're like, fuck it. And they just stab themselves.
Poke a hole in their intestine. This is so much better.
Fuck, I'd rather leak shit out the front than wipe my ass with wood chips.
Oh, you guys, you wouldn't believe this. I just use this little skin pelt in the front instead.
This explains why whittling was such a big hobby back then, because they're just like, we just need toilet paper. Grandpa, we need you to whittle more. My fucking fingers hurt.
Hey.
We need toilet paper.
Hey, fish those splinters out of Jedediah's ass. I need to wipe mine.
Okay, we're going to go down the list here, and this
right.
is where it gets fun.
Okay. Are we gonna?
Okay, leaves.
Okay,
Makes
that
sense.
makes sense.
But that's better. Grass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot of grass.
Hay.
Okay, now we're getting questionable.
Yeah. Stones.
Wait. Time out. Wait, whoa. Pause. Okay, I have a feeling
we're gonna go pick up a rock from the cobblestone road.
Yeah, dude. Were rocks exclusively used by the miners, like stuck in the slave quarrying fields?
Just trading one brown mark for a black mark.
Yeah, like I feel like the
coal.
Romans, when they were making everybody their slave in the world and mining marble, that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
But the hay, that's really interesting. Did that stop because things were like nipping at their ass? Because I have a feeling like that, like the sheep, the goats, the horses
walking around looking like you scarecrows in your butt crack.
Is that the first time the word "that man looks like a snack" came to reality?
Probably from just having your mule nibble on your cheeks.
Yeah, dude.
The next one's I don't even understand how this like caught on or how you do it. Sand. But that explains why using one-ply toilet paper doesn't faze a lot of human beings nowadays. Do you imagine just picking up a fucking pocket full of sand and just rubbing it right on your butt cheeks?
I'm just like, you couldn't put enough Gold Bond on that.
No.
It would chafe.
How much?
So bad.
How much money could I pay you to take a shit and then try to wipe with sand?
There's no amount. There's no amount.
I can't. You saying it's impossible for me to raise funds? There's no amount of money I can get you.
There's nothing. The amount I would name, you'd be like, that's completely unreasonable. No.
I feel like you've definitely admitted you would suck a dick for a certain amount of money on this podcast. You would rather suck dick.
Oh yeah. I would chug a cock before I ever wipe my ass with sand.
Oh my god, that's great. The next one's weird. I don't even know.
Like,
okay.
We're only looking at it one from guys wiping. Can you think of a girl wiping? I mean, that would...
Ooh.
Okay, so girls wiping...
That's where sandy vagina comes from.
Exactly. I'm sorry, but the dudes that are getting laid that night, it had to just grind your dick down to be like you'd had to have just I don't know, a fucking tungsten dick to not be hurt.
Right. I don't ever want to hear a woman complain about like female products ever again after reading this list. You girls got it easy.
Oh, yeah.
I'll pay for it too. I just don't want you to, I just don't want you to complain anymore.
Yeah.
The next one's weird too. Moss. Like you imagine going to the woods and picking up moss to bring home to wipe your ass.
Oh yeah, and then you'd give it to the local witch so she could make her brew.
There's one on here that's very interesting. Snow.
Water.
It's just gonna,
okay.
It's just gonna. Well, water's next to it too, but like snow, just like melting on your hot.
Oh, they mean
ass
that.
as you're wiping.
Okay. My head immediately went to that Canadian rapper.
No,
it's like a boom boom bow informer.
Yeah.
But no,
fruit skins are also one.
Fruit skins.
Yeah.
You know,
Banana
that actually makes sense. I'm gonna wipe my ass and now I smell like a fucking mango.
Yeah.
Or
honestly, using a banana peel to wipe your butt's probably really good for it. There's probably some vitamins and nutrients you get from that.
Yeah, but it really starts to stink after about an hour or two.
I've heard of this before too. Seashells. So they're playing Demolition Man.
She sells seashells down by the sea.
I didn't know Demolition Man was a historically accurate movie for the seashells.
I didn't either. Those aren't the oysters you're looking for.
No. Then I've heard of this one before too, and it made me laugh really hard the first time. Corn on the cob.
Now you're just making something up. That doesn't exist.
I'm not. That's right there. It says right there, corn on the cob.
Is it because it's ribbed for your pleasure when you're
exactly. This is probably how dildos got discovered, is from using all this stuff.
Oh, you think a girl was like, or a guy was just like going down there and it went at the wrong angle and went, ooh.
Yeah. This is why dudes didn't try to put it in the wrong hole by accident all the time back then, because they were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stay. I know how that feels. Whereas like dudes nowadays are always like, oh sorry, wrong.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's why it's called Thanksgiving. Okay, so.
Yeah, and that all depends on the country, the weather conditions, and social customs. Apparently. Oh my God! Ancient Rome had a sponge on a stick. Get your sponge on a stick here.
That is awesome, dude.
Watch the Romans kill each other at the Colosseum and get your sponge on a stick.
My favorite thing is like, hey, today people still buy that and they call it a back scrubber when in fact it's just ancient toilet paper.
Loofah on a yeah. That's just honestly, maybe that's the way we need to start going. Then we can stop wasting so much paper, Nathan. Go back to the loofah. Okay. Shit the shower all the time.
Yeah.
Think of the money you'd save. Often also that was used with they used vinegar on that, was how they would sterilize it. Keep it moist.
Okay.
Ancient Jewish practice referred to small pebbles carried in a special bag, and also used dry grass and with smooth edges of broken pottery jugs.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
What?
No,
I was gonna joke and say glass, but that might as well be the same thing.
It is the same thing. That's
why.
Yeah, that's asking for just cutting a butthole.
Well,
how many people died from piercing their asshole back then?
Just 70%.
Right. Hemorrhoids must have been fucking unreal.
No, they didn't exist because the sharp edges.
They were just amputating all of them.
Yeah, exactly. And then you rub it with sand.
Damn. Wow. What a what a topic. I can't believe that.
I'm glad we kept going.
Yeah, no shit.